Hey everyone, your realtor Tristan here with a weekly update during our COVID-19 pandemic regarding the housing market. And I am going to read some notes because I had a very powerful meeting today with the branch manager of Summit Funding, Dan Kaminski, about the lending requirements and things that are happening in our housing market here nationally in the States. And I just want to make sure I'm getting you the right information. I'm not a lender, and I will be putting contact information for Dan here so that you can contact him and talk with him directly, so that you feel comfortable about what's going on and you can ask your questions. Right now, what he let me know is that the jumbo market has gotten a little squishy. The jumbo market is defined by anything that is 710,000 and higher, and that is basically all big jumbo lenders, Wells Fargo, Redwood Lending. They're kind of putting a hot pause on this. And because people are concerned, the banks, investors, people who are buying the servicing of these loans are concerned that people are going to default, they're pulling back and they're making the lending requirements higher. So if you were considering purchasing a jumbo home, something over again 711,000, you would in the past need 85% debt to income ratio or loan to value ratio, and certain amount of reserves. Because of the concerns, and we're just not sure what's happening, they have increased that to they decreased that to 75% and needing more reserves. So it's a little more challenging to qualify for these loans. Any of the government-backed loans, FHA and VA, those are still available, but many lending institutions have increased the requirements to be able to qualify for this loan. So if you used to be able to have a 620 credit score, now many lending institutions are requiring closer to 680, 670. Summit Funding has still allowed people to qualify for 620, which is really great for people who are wanting to buy a house, have been pre-qualified, and now with new lending requirements may not be able to. So make sure that you are reaching out if you have a pre-qualification to your lender or to me or your realtor, and asking them if their particular lending requirements have changed. Very, very important. The other big thing I really want to talk about, I asked his opinion as a professional in the lending business about mortgage deferment. Right now, his recommendation, and the recommendation is, if you need to get mortgage deferment, it's very important for you to find out exactly what the risks are. So if you're going to be putting it on the back end of your mortgage, when do you have to pay that? The concern is there's no guidelines for this yet. And so we don't know if you'll have to pay all of your deferred payments in 1 month, or if you'll be able to pay them over a certain amount of time, like the adding on 3 months. So very important to get your lender guidelines with that. That is my weekly update. It's really lending focused. It's very important to check with your lender if you have been pre-qualified, to make sure that your pre-qualification is still valid, because again, the lending requirements are changing. I'm here to answer any questions, you guys, anytime. So please reach out with your questions and I will get to you, answer to you as soon as possible. Thanks guys so much for allowing me to send these videos out and come to you from my house, which this is not my house, but to come from my house and reach out and connect with you. Thanks a lot.